beauty that we found out in the Chilcotin, I think came as a surprise to myself, even more so than to the viewer. So to hear that you guys were excited about another couple weeks out there is great. The wildfire situation brings a certain level of concern heading out west, but things are looking pretty good right now. So we're gonna deal with the smoke, see if we can get out and find something beautiful for you. Favorite parts about heading west, only 5 minutes out of town, you're out of cell phone reception. Welcome to freedom, everybody. Feels great. Night number one is nothing new for the longtime viewers of the channel, but if you're heading out this way, it's kind of a necessary stop just because it's so unique. And that is, of course, Farwell Canyon. They're logging out here right now, so the road in is super rough, but it's a great first test for the modified boat trailer. From what I can tell, it looks like it's just coasting on butter back there, which is a huge win for Team Destination Adventure. Welcome to Farwell Canyon, everybody. The smoke has settled down here awfully thick, which makes for pretty nasty living conditions, but it's gonna make for some awesome filming, so let me give you the grand tour. I've been spending time out here ever since I was a teenager. We used to come out and hike up to what is actually British Columbia's largest sand dune. The way that the cliffs erode here leaves behind all of these amazing hoodoos, and the sand gets pulled up by the wind and creates this massive sand dune right on the top of the hill. And with the Chilcotin River running right through the bottom, it's kind of the perfect place to come out and spend the day. I think that Farwell Canyon also played at least a bit of a role in igniting my interest in history, because just below us here on the bank of the Chilcotin River is the old Pothole Ranch, which is actually where Farwell Canyon gets its name. Early 1900s, a man named Gordon Farwell purchased this area. Himself, a partner, and their wives built the Pothole Ranch and lived here for most of their working lives. It did end up getting sold to the gang ranch who ran it up until the Second World War, and it's been abandoned ever since. The whole area now is owned by Douglas Lake Cattle Company, but the old homestead's in remarkable condition, especially being more than 100 years old. The climate is awfully dry out here, that's why the wood has lasted so long. All in all, pretty good place for a first night. I have a couple different locations planned for this western trip. I think we're gonna go high elevation first, see if we can climb up out of this smoke. I have another surprise, but I have to get out and sneakily grab another lens so I don't scare them, but there's some big horny sheep right here. I can hear a log truck coming up the hill here, so we're gonna leave these big horny sheep to do their big horny thing, because I don't want to get stuck in the dust. Part of what makes this local content so fun for me is I know this land so good out here. I can actually kind of tour guide a little bit. We're making a stop today that I'm so excited about. In 2011, I spent a season fighting forest fire, and I lived in a camp just over here. I haven't been there since, but the camp itself was in a very fascinating location. It was right beside the old World War II military airbase that they built out here. I never really got a good look at the airstrip, so we're gonna go check it out today. I think a fair bit of this stuff is left from when they built this during the war. I'm gonna stop and take a look at this building here. I wouldn't have thought that this was military era if it wasn't for these cement things up here. But I'm guessing they're related. Oof. Nasty. Do you guys think there's a massive chamber under here? That's where the nukes are. Ah, they filled it with cement. Looks like it's just water down there. If I was to make a guess, I would say that this is a generator building. Just far enough off site that the noise wouldn't be too bad. Big old fuel tank. This is full of sodium hexametaphosphate. 1 pound of it. And there's quite a lot. Not sure what that chemical is or what it does, but I'm gonna stop touching it. Been fortunate to visit a few abandoned military sites. It's crazy what's hidden all over the place. Like, this thing's full of water, but who knows how deep that goes. Because I'm assuming it's just rainwater. Oh, that one's empty. Crazy. Perfectly polished. Found the rest of the cow. That dead cow's just down there. Come up to the top of the hill and you can find cement and piping and all kind of stuff through here. Looks like a wooden boardwalk went along there. Either a fence that has fallen over or a boardwalk that would have surrounded something. You can see it runs all the way over there. Cool. All right, it's enough poking around in the dirt. Let's go find us an airport. Maybe they left behind a jet fighter or something. Go fire off a missile. So this was camp. You can see the old shooting range there. And imagine hundreds of military canvas tents. I lived just on the other side of the road there. And the wildfires were so strong that summer, it was snowing ash pretty much the full summer. Pretty wild. I can barely even recognize it now. Great summer though. The airbase is just right here. That's the end of it, the fence line, but let's go take a look. I have to show you one more thing. Our warehouse shack was right on the other side of these trees, and on downtime we used to play cribbage, but instead of betting money we would bet seconds, and we would, whoever lost, that's how many seconds you'd have to hold your hand in this red ant's nest. I see the ants have gone but the nest is still there. Well, we're not going to be able to go in and take a closer look because this is actually still used today. What made it famous is its size. It was at the time one of the only few runways big enough to land a monster jet. And that's why they built it. And we've actually had quite a few big planes that have had to come out here to land just because the runway in town can't support a big plane. I wish we could get a closer look. I'd love to know how long that runway actually is. Someone's here. Wonder if they're waiting for a plane or a chopper to come in today. Check this out. I see it says SciFac on the front of it. That's one of our wildfire fighting crews or companies, I'm not entirely sure. But they built a sauna and it looks freaking awesome. Oh, wow. Look at how good this build is. Oh, it says SciFac all the way across it. So the firefighting crew must have built this thing. Great construction, everybody. I think that's all we get to see at the airport. We've got a ton of miles to put on today, so let's get into it. Good old-fashioned Chilcotin traffic jam. Move over, would you?
People in the valley, they don't understand what makes and takes the breaks and forsakes a man. People in the valley, they don't.
Progress report. We're climbing. We're gonna keep climbing till we're at about 9,000 feet. Also, I think this might be my favorite angle in the new truck. I feel like an old steam train conductor. Sexy train leaving the station. Look at that caboose.
Miss mountain sky, tell me why do I have to try so hard to get by? I've been eking out, seeking out, just scraping as I go. Tell me, how did I hit this all-time low?
Slight change of plans on my end. I was hoping to stay at a lake or a river tonight, and the goal was kind of minor lake. But it'd be great to score an extra day up in the Alpine. The road's bumpy, but it's in great condition, so we can make pretty good time here. I think we're gonna push it right up to the top tonight.
Miss mountain sky, tell me why do I have to try so hard to get by? I've been eking out, seeking out, just scraping as I go. Tell me, how did I hit this all-time low?
Been up here once before, and I remember it was tight. I don't remember it was this tight.
No matter what they say, Miss Mountain Sky, I'm here to stay. You know that I'll never go grow old with you in the snow. The town will take me nearly too. This mountain sky is my only truth.
You looking for a place to camp any minute now? We are right on the cusp of Alpine. It's a really neat elevation. Looking forwards, it's just tiny little trees. Looking up, it's just mountain peaks. Well, this is it. This is home for the next few days. I was hoping to get the truck up a little bit higher, but this offers us some nice shelter from the elements, and the wind is just howling today, so I'm happy to have it. The roads that are up here is from old mining exploration, but from what I understand, there's nothing left to see, so today we're just heading out in search of some beautiful views. I'm happy to have you guys along with me.
I see a wilderness far in the distance. Oh, silver light, come find me. Silver light, swing wide through a red summer sky, drifting the color in the light. I'm in the motion, find me in the motion. Oh, silver light, come find me. Silver light, where is the paint that marks the heart of saints with dignity and boldness, dignity and boldness, and white is the slate that covers all my fate. So color me a story, color me a story. Oh, silver light, come find me. Silver light,
Things are looking a little nasty up ahead, but that's all right. A little rain never deterred us before.
won't you come? Won't you come and lift me up? Won't you come? Won't you come and lift me up? Won't you come? Won't you come and lift me up? Won't you come? Won't you come and lift me up? Won't you come? Won't you come and lift me up? Won't you come? Won't you come and lift me up? Oh, silver light, come find me. Silver light, oh, silver light, come find me. Silver light, oh, silver light, come find me. Silver light, oh, silver light, come find me. Silver light.
First bit of sign of humans I've found. Not entirely sure what it is. At first I thought it was an old fender off a truck, but I'm not sure. This looks like a little bit like a man-made structure, a stone structure here. Definitely is old stone house here or something. Made in USA on the bottom. I have found a clue. Not sure if these would have shrunk or if that's the size, but look at that. Tiny little boots. Leather. And there's some rubber ones as well. Substantially larger. Here's the end of the line. What do you guys think? Is there a little bit of iron in the rock around here or what? Looking pretty rusty. I'm gonna climb up what I think to be a big pile of overburden. Don't know for sure, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it by climbing to the top of it. What a crazy change in weather patterns. Relatively nice over there, and here is just a ice cold wind coming over the mountain with constant moisture. But I'll tell you, after living in that dense smoke for a week, almost 2 weeks, this feels awfully nice. All right, time to friggin' cheese this joint. We got so much more to see, and I left my sandwich in the rig. Intrigued by this little plateau up here, and I'm quite thirsty. So we're gonna leave the e-bike at the creek, rehydrate, and see if we can hike up there. Fresh. Not sure if it's the elevation or living in the smoke, that dense smoke lately. Either way, I am feeling it. Did not look this steep from back there. But what I do see, right up in the saddle, there's something walking up there. Probably a goat. Look at the riv. Just coming out of the rocks there. I've always wished I had taken some type of geology courses. I'd love to know how this happens. Like, all these jagged rocks, they didn't blast out of a volcano or anything. And to somebody with a geology background, I probably sound like an idiot, but I'd like to know. Do the glaciers drag them down here? Or do pieces just bust off and come tumbling down? Or is it that goat pushing things? I don't know. I'd like to know. Like, look at the size of this friggin' thing. Didn't just grow there. That's a heavy one. Yeah. Listen to this. Oh wow, this creek goes through a cave. Should I go climb through that cave? Probably shouldn't, probably gonna. Wow, the temperature difference right here is crazy. Yeah, that snow right there, 500 zillion years old. Probably a dinosaur stuck in there. How do we cross this without getting hurt? Things were getting pretty lit crossing that snow bridge, so I quit filming. Made her down to the creek. Oh yeah. Oh, brain freeze. Well, e-bike, I hope you're ready to do 100% of the work, 100% of the way back. I've been super happy with this bike, but the suspension has been a problem since day one. The company's being good about it, they're sending new stuff, but the back shock is pooched right now. It seems to have negative pressure in here somehow. I'm trying to undo it without having an explosion go off. I was wearing my sunglasses for safety glasses. Didn't know how that was gonna go. Like that. That's more what I was expecting. Well, I'm forced to believe there's probably something internally wrong with this shock. But if I can get it to work for this trip, will be good enough. With this shock being decompressed all the way, or I guess compressed all the way, the pedals hit the ground. Can't get over any rocks or anything. Things are looking good though. Well, there you have it. Feeling pretty confident that that shock will hold up for at least one more solid day of adventure. But for this video, we are out of time. So next week, we'll head up and summit that bad sal before making our way down the mountain. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints, and I'll catch you on the next one.